So good morning everyone. I am the first presenter in this morning. So our topic is all about peer tutoring. Peer tutoring is a method of education in which pupils assist each other and study by themselves, according to Goodland and Hurst in 1989. So peer tutoring is a teaching strategy in which the peers or the classmate is sharing knowledge to the other peers or classmates. The term peer is important in this context since it refers to someone or nearly identical position to the individual being taught who is not a skilled tutor. So the term peer is kanang identical nato. So as a student, ang atong peer is kanang ang atong classmate. So kung sa mga teachers, ang ilang mga peers is kanang mga co-teachers. In a peer tutor, the tutor is not skilled because he is only a student who have the knowledge to share it to others. So peer tutoring is flexible, peer-mediated strategy that involves students serving as academic tutors and tutees. So in peer tutoring is flexible. It's because magdepende ang peer tutoring kung unsa ka capable ang imong gitudloan. For example, kung dili ra kaayo malisoro nang imong gitudloan is dili ra kayo dako og effort ang imong magamit sa pag-tutor. Pero kung mas malisoron ang kanang imong gitutoran is magamit gyud ka mga daghan mga strategies so that kanang mas maka-learn gyud ang imong gitutoran. Typically, a higher performing student is paired with lower performing student to review critical academic or behavioral concepts. So in peer tutoring, ang higher performing student, so katong mga knowledgeable na mga student, katong mga advanced is i-pair sa katong mga kining mga mas mahina so that ang katong mas knowledgeable is kanang mag-share siya og knowledge and then maka-learn ang katong iyagi tutoran. Its goal is to create self-managed learners with high self-esteem. So di ba kung mag-peer tutoring is naay one-on-one discussion. So katong katong gitutoran is naay low self-esteem so that in one-on-one discussion is makabuild siya og confidence. That's why learners can create high self-esteem. So peer tutoring may be in any of the following. Same age peer. This peer tutoring. This is an approach wherein one child instructs another child on materials wherein the first is an expert and the second one is novice. So same age peer tutoring. So dili na pasabot the same age is parehas ng edad. Ang pasabot ani is the tutor is an expert and the second one is novice. For example, is ang imong classmate is up to mag-solve ng mga mathematical equation and then the other classmate and the other peers is kanang novice which is kining beginner. So as an expert is maka-share siya og mga proseso para maka-solve siya sa equation and then through one-on-one discussion is ang novice is makatuon sa katong tutor. So in same age pair ang focus ani is an expert is paired with paired in those novice or beginner peers. So in the cross-age peer tutoring, to teach or review a skill, older students are paired with younger students. So ang cross-age is kanang existing yun sa multi-grade. It's because ang katong mga mas magulang na mga student, for example sa classroom is na grade 4, 5, 6. Ang grade 6 is i-partner sa katong grade 4. The roles of tutor and tutee remain unchanged. So dili gyapon mabago ang ilang ang role. The older student act as a tutor while the younger student serve as a tutee. So ang katong older student which is ang katong grade 6 is he is served as the tutor and then ang tutee is ang katong grade 4. Tutors help to model right behavior, ask questions, and promote better study habits according to Gustad 1993. So ang mga grade 6 is mas is mas naay kahibalo kumpara sa grade 4 so ma-share niya ang katong mga knowledge gikan sa grade ang ma-share ang knowledge sa grade 6 dito sa grade 4. And the last one is the class-wide peer tutoring. This is based on reciprocal peer tutoring and group reinforcement, in which a full classroom of students actively participate in the process of simultaneously acquiring and practicing basic academic abilities. So in class-wide peer tutoring is a group reinforcement. For example, it is a group instruction na siya. For example, ang example na is kanang reporting. So as a discussant is mas naapoy knowledge ani nga topic so that kanang mag-teach ko sa inyo sa ako na ibal about ani nga topic. So that's all.
So good morning everyone. For the continuation, let us know the benefits of peer tutoring. So first is that the learners perceive tutors who are their peers since they are cognitively and socially connected. So one of the benefits of peer tutoring is that the learners are comfortable with their peers. Kay ilaha raman classmates ila tubang while they are learning. So di ba, once the learner is comfy, sa gatudo sa ilaha kay mas maka-learn siya, kay mas makapangutan naman siya kung unsa kana about the subject. Like for example sa math, so kibali si tutor is kanang matalino siya sa math and then ang iyang partner is kanang mahina. So di ba kung si teacher ba ang mag-teach is kanang kuya siya, okay class, nakasabot na mo, di ba maulaw ba yung mga students, ang mga learners, so may yes ma'am. So pag ang ilahang classmates ay confirm sila o kanang ilahang language bitaw is kanang makapangutan na sila, uy unsa na yung answer ating unsa na siya pag-answer. So di ba mas maka-learn siya kay confirm siya sa ilahang classmates. So the second is that it is a successful method of enhancing students' achievement, particularly for students who are at risk in dropping out or who have been identified as having poor academic learning performance. So like what I've said kaina, the learners are more comfortable if ilaha classmates mag-teach sa ilaha, which is successful method yun ang peer tutoring. Samot na itong mga mahihina sa klase o katong mga mag-drop out na but kanang pong case sa kanang peer tutoring ko no, tapos maka successful method ng peer tutoring sa katong mag-drop out na laylay-sad na siyang situation kay ang uban na mga learner nga makaundang gyud because of their financial needs nga di na jud madala sa peer tutoring nga makapa-eskwela pa sila. And then the next one is that many kids perform better in brief and structured peer tutoring programs. Fourth is students benefit academically from practice and in peer language that is understandable to them. Diba? Like what I've said gain naghihapon nga ang mga estudyante nga katong mga tutors gani is ma-practice din ang ilang communication skills samot kay maka-teach man sila sa ilang mga classmates. And then, practice ang ilahang communication skills. And then, last is it improves tutor or tutor discipline, self-esteem, cooperation, and peer relationships. Now, let's move on to guidelines in conducting peer tutoring. First is determine the learner's individual skill for each subject that requires development. So, as a teacher, di ba? As a teacher yun, or as a future teacher, ikaw, pag nakakay ka ng estudyante nga, makita mo nga, kani siya is mahina siya aning subject. So, tas magkuan ka, magkamot ka og peer tutoring. So, katong first yun is identify yun mo kung asa siya nga subject, ang katong nga bata is asa siya nga subject mahina. For example, sa math, so dito din mo siya patuturan. Of course. So, second is create a schedule for the peer tutoring activity and identify tutors and tutees ahead of time. So, diri pwede ka mag-create of schedule nga. Like for example, sa morning, may mga bata na mas maka-learn pag morning. Tapos na po after lunch or after sa klase. And then, ahead of time, yun ka mag-assign o kinsa ang mag-tutor o kinsa ang tutoran. So kung katong yun nga imong pa-tutoran is dapat kuan sila kanang friend po kaya para din sila ma-awkward ka sila classmate. Next is that provide explicit instructions on what and how to execute the activity. So of course, as a teacher, is you have to provide kanang exact instructions kung saan siya pag-teach kay saan man sa imong ipa-tutor kung wala siya kasabot sa iyang ipa-tutor sa iyang classmate. So, kinsa ang mo tutor and how to deal with the tutoring. Kung unsa siya, kibali asa siya mahina. So, dapat dito sa di mo siya ibuta. So, the teacher must effectively guide and monitor tutors. And then, prior to the activity, identify specific learning activities, supplies, and proper tutoring behavior. So here is kanang nag-aano mo sila og kanang mga kanang specific learning activities like kanang mga activities sa math kibali na sila pansiran. So di ba dili ba pwede ang tutor maghatag og test sa iyang year. So di ba ikaw gid teacher maghatag og kanang activities yun nga para ato nga bata. So if necessary, create individual modules and worksheets for pupils. So last is plan learning assignments that begins at the learner's basic level of ability and progress to more advanced ones. So of course, you have to as a teacher yun is kung magpa-tutor gid ka ato sa iyang classmate kibali magpa-peer tutoring ka is dapat yun mag-start gid ta sa basic level of ability ka so pinakahina sa bata and then pag naay mga progress and then imo siya into more advanced one. And then last ay provide tutoring activity feedback and keep a record of the students' activities. That's all.